The Bodies Collective is an international group of researchers formed in 2017 from different scientific and artistic fields.
They aim to bring the body back into the focus of qualitative inquiry as a creator, explorer, and challenger of knowledge.
Through this documentary, the Bodies Collective aims to share their process of writing, working and collaborating virtually during the last 5 years, culminating in publishing a collaboratively edited book with Routledge in November 2023.
This is the first book edited by a collective rather than first-named author et al. That Routledge has published.
The Bodies Collective aims to trouble the traditions of the Academy and at the same time add a collective voice, sharing autoethnographic, arts-based, embodied and more than human stories.
As you know, we are the Bodies Collective.
The director's cut.
But I'm speaking to you from Canada and it's 4 p.m. here. So it's actually probably the nicest of all the times. Maybe the States also is a close second. Where else are you guys talking from?
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm talking from London. It's just, sun has just set here.
So I'm in Cornwall and the sun hasn't yet set. It's on its way. And Claudia.
Yes, I'm in Zurich, Switzerland, and it's 10 p.m. Sun has set, and I'm tired. Mark.
Hi, I'm in London, where it's 9 o'clock, as you said, and like, yeah, where I'm sitting, maybe just a little bit higher up in the house than Sarah, I can just about still see the dusk and on the horizon. Alice.
Hello, I am talking to you at 6 o'clock in the morning from just north of Brisbane, Australia, and the sun is just coming up here. Look, there we are, the sun is just coming up. Ooh. On tomorrow, I'm talking to you from the future.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just after 2 p.m. here in Denver, Colorado. It's rainy.
For me, the special thing is to show the people in real how we're working. Not just writing about it, but to show them. I think that would be special to see how we are doing the things we are writing about in the book.
Now we're doing physical activity in this space, right? So can we all try to stretch to the edges of the screen and like, and push it a bit and like, okay, and what's my space here? Yes, 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 yes.
The collaborative body in qualitative research challenges normative philosophies that have frequently neglected the body's place in research, and then illustrates how the body is essential for meaning making.
The introduction and conclusion were written collaboratively.
Each main chapter was written by individual authors from the collective, with collaboratively written dialogic resonances and artwork throughout weaving a strong collaborative voice.
The editors are 7 members of the Bodies Collective, living in, from the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, Australia, Switzerland, and Germany.
The topics covered are problematizing how the body is used, assessed, yet often silenced in academic writing.
Then, fluidly, moves to celebrating the body through discussing taboo subjects like sex, sexuality and friendship, underwear, knickers, aging and death, as well as how a non-binary body moves in a heteronormative world.
Through the lens of bodyography, this book does research differently, illuminating how the body flourishes, excites knowledge, and is complicated when placed in a screen.
And we were talking about what we were missing. And somebody said they were missing seeing people's feet. What I invite you to do is to move your feet to the music. us write in the chat how that felt, like whether you have whether you feel a difference in yourself having looked at your feet, looked at other people's feet, and whether you feel different about the people that you're seeing now, having seen their feet.
Well, there were magic moments that I just feel still in my body, that I see kind of physically in front of me, being in that room in Leuven, or well, I think I had brought my foldable bike to Edinburgh and cycling around, getting buttons and like the
Our little badges, yeah.
badges, and like, you know, getting that yeah, there was something that was very special. And I love that, and made me feel very close to you folks.
And we're thinking about just how hard it is to be a collaborative collective without a hierarchical structure, and how I think it's amazing that it's all come together, because this is really hard to try and have this flat hierarchy, and to do everything by not even consensus, but without a formal decision-making structure.
Just said, I think there's something about an ethic of care. Most of the time, people are trying to be really aware of each other, but it's also been very obvious within, for me, writing this book, that not everyone spent the same amount of time. And that's different life choices, but there has been, it's fallen more on shoulders of some people than others, even if we've kept it without having a hierarchy. Sometimes it's just more people have turned up than other people, I suppose. And that lots of reasons for why that is, including time zones.
And how difficult it was to have the Bodies Collective as an author. I mean, we had to, I don't know how many times, mailing with the production team and everybody, because it doesn't seem to work on all levels, like on the system level as well, and as on the awareness level.
But they're still stuck with that sort of patriarchal way of, it is first initial et al. And whoever that is, it's still that sticking point of, we know, especially with APA 7, it's the first name et al. And we're actually over 5 people. So the last 2 names often get dropped off anyway. So they don't even exist, even if you've written a whole book. It's this way, we are part of the Bodies Collective. So it's our book.
I was thinking about what you said first, of people, some people are doing more than others, and for many, many reasons, but that's kind of a thing I also enjoy, to leave that open. And to me, it makes me extremely aware of what I want to contribute and what is important to me. And although it is difficult, it also opens a space for me to really think about, what do I want to contribute and in what way?
I think it's okay that, you know, the beauty of a collective is also that you can dip in and out, I think.
So it worked out. We didn't miss deadlines or completely fail in something. There were always people who were interested in doing the task or who did it. I also enjoy that on the other side. Of course, sometimes I also get angry, or I don't know how to say it. But it forces me to really stick on what I want to contribute. And that's also, I think, a thing I really enjoyed in writing, to having that space to really reflect, what do I want to say? And in what way do I do bodyography? How can I transmit that through the book and to the readers? And to me, it turned out that I really wanted to show very practically, what do I do in my daily life as bodyography.
Mm.
I wonder what it is for you.
Yeah, that was particularly important to me, to bring the visual artistry into the book. And the conversational exchanges that we had, I felt pulled really strongly out the idea of us communicating dialogically with each other.
I love the resonances. I think they're such an exciting bit of it that really weaves the whole thing together. And I love that there's multiple voices and that each of the resonances are slightly different shapes.
And being greater than the sum of the parts.
We're at the edge of the academy because we're not all in the academy. We've all got bits of jobs at different levels, or not connected to the academy in some capacity, but we're not got that cash flow that somebody might have who's a professor. So, yeah. But that also gives us the scope to dream differently and to keep the body in the middle there.
Like, we're a slightly subversive gang as part of the wider conference.
We really do come alive in conference spaces. Like Ryan and I were reflecting on the first workshop that we ever had that you did, Mark, and how like it was all silent, but by the end all these high wig academics were like dancing and crawling around the floor.
Yeah, like there's so much scope. We don't have to be writing. We've written a book, we've written articles for people, but maybe we can, like doing this video, we can start using other media, we can start making film, we can.
You don't have to explain yourself. You can just turn inward and move intuitively. You can close your eyes if you like.
We did then meet online quite a bit to get the book done.
I keep thinking about the role that also is linking to that, the role of online connection, and how actually we haven't been able to meet in person, but my mental health and the depth of our friendships has been totally supported by meeting online.
I feel there's a real beauty in, we've been working together for quite a few years now, to still find these moments of connection and deeper connection and reconnection in different ways. And even though we haven't been able to give each other a hug for so long, feeling even closer to people and new people who have still been part of a collective but in different times. So I feel less isolated. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. This has been like, it's Monday night or whatever it's tonight, but this is my, this is my hobby. This is my hanging out with my friends. This is my pub.
But I do think we'll probably get to come back together again.
I hope so. I feel that we need to get some funding to do that. Really, truly.
Yeah.
I keep looking for pots of money.
Right?
That would help, actually.
Slowly bringing ourselves back into the same space together virtually. And looking out at the windows, seeing the daylight and the dusk and the dark around the world, together in the same moment, in different bodies, in different places.
I love you guys. It was lovely to see you.
Have fun.
The body's collective.